If you want all of your data in one place, you need the Intuit ERP. I'm Damon John, and I run my growing business on Intuit Enterprise Suite. Learn more at intuit.com/ERP.
Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast Live. Today's episode is sponsored by Honey and Squarespace and viewers like you who subscribe on Twitch Prime. You can connect it. It's so easy. It's free money. We go over this every week. Thanks, guys. Today's guest is the Canadian record producer, DJ, musician, composer, streamer, car racer, gamer, Renaissance man. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Is that everything?
Got it. Yeah.
Renaissance man kind of catches everything.
Man, I like that.
Yeah, a true Renaissance man, if I'm being honest. New album is coming out. Where's the drop? Tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
That's really exciting. Thank you.
it?
I mean, tomorrow's the 30th. It comes out on the 30th,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah.
That's really exciting. Thank you for being here. Now, before we get too deep into our conversation, I know that you're a smoker. Did I not say? Did I not say
I said-
Deadmau5?
I don't think you did. I don't think you did, but
Say Deadmau5. I was like,
Deadmau5.
you threw, yeah. Was that a thing that people only said like at the beginning? Nobody really says Deadmau5.
No, they do. They still do.
they do.
I don't care. I think it's funny.
It's just funny.
I and then when I started learning that nobody could really get it right, I started saying it differently at different like events or interviews and stuff
Throw
like that.
everyone
I'd say Deadmau5 or Deadmau5. I'd say, hi, this is Deadmau5, and then everyone would like, oh, take that to the bank,
Oh,
but there was
man.
like 20
Pure
alternate
chaos.
Yeah, it's kind of
Why did you choose the 5 instead of an S? We're kindred spirits in that regard. 'Cause we have H3.
IRC on FNet. Remember that?
Yeah, IRC.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
little chat.
Yeah, and then FNet, you had FNet, DownNet, or whatever, the different IRC networks or stuff. So I was on FNet, and I used to be in hashtag ActionScript, which was like Flash coding for Flash, like back in the day in its early stuff. So I used to hang out there with like guys like Greg Keynes, and who later turned out to be like the god of ASP or AFP Flash supporting and stuff like big coder nerds, and so I don't remember the context, but I changed my name to Deadmau5 Mouse, but like you could only have 7 characters on FNet, so I had to trim the last one and just put a 5.
That's funny.
Just to save space, kind of thing. So I wouldn't be thinking at the time that when I start my musical endeavors, I'd be
Yeah.
doing that.
Do you think that it's almost great in a way, though? Because it's more intriguing. It's more interesting, right?
Right.
Well, yeah, and I mean Jay-Z was taken.
Otherwise, you'd be called Jay-Z.
Right.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Like in our case, we wanted to be Hee, which is our initials. And Hee sounds really stupid. I'm glad.
Right.
But we were trying to make a YouTube channel. And,
Is that what it is?
yeah, just
Yeah.
like our
Hee.
initials. Because my name's Ethan Edward, and Hila's is Hila.
Oh, there was like
Accent.
H cubed podcast.
That would be cool. I wish it was cubed.
H cubed. Well, it is.
It is cubed. We're cubed. But anyway, so we did the 3s, and that's much cooler than Hee.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Necessity's a mother of invention. As I was saying, you're a smoker, and that's I'm not here to try to like change you or anything. I just think that there are people say more organic, maybe healthier ways to smoke. I don't know. I'll let you decide. But we have a vape here. I thought maybe you could try it, and maybe it's a good alternative. Maybe you want to try vaping.
It's like one of those little pens.
Yeah, it's a little pen. Just a little pen.
All right.
Dan, can you bring in the little pen? Let's see if Joel, if we can convert him into a vapor. Okay, here we go. Oh, so this is our little vape pen.
Oh shit!
He's fine.
Brother, no.
He's fine.
Here, put it up on the thing right here.
Oh, that's okay. So,
Oh my God! You need a. I gotta move my food.
so yeah,
It's a little pen.
this is our entry level vape.
Yeah, it's a starter.
This, if you like it, we can get you set up with something more serious.
But
So-
this is if you want to go green.
Yeah. So go ahead, show them how to use it, Dan.
Yeah, so basically you just, the activation is right here.
Mm-hmm.
And, you just let her rip.
Let it rip, baby.
How much is this gonna?
You may die. There's a
Am I
slight.
gonna die of like glycol poisoning?
Yeah. There's a slight chance of death, but it'll be great.
This is like,
So here, push that and then suck. Yeah,
just rip. Push
Yeah.
and suck.
you push and suck, my dude. Push and suck.
Push and suck.
Hell yeah. That's a fat rip. Whoa! Doesn't that feel great? That's a fat rip.
I was holding back because I didn't know what you put in this.
It's just vape. There's nothing. He's going in for another rip. No. Is this a world record rip? Oh shit! You're a vapor, man. That was special. That was powerful. How did you enjoy that?
That was interesting.
It's fun ripping fat clouds, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
All right,
Do you know there's a competitive vaping?
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it.
I
mean, I know
it's
about
entertaining.
It. Yeah, it's entertaining.
100%.
Well, there's different competitions, right? Like one is how far you can blow the cloud.
Yeah.
And then, well, they have tricks.
They have tricks.
Volume. I think that was impressive, man. That was impressive. All right. Enough with the gags.
What flavor is that?
I think it's unicorn jizz. That's the one that Dan says. So tell me about your new album. It sounds really interesting and very different than stuff you've worked on in the past.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been passing it off as, hey, this is my album and this is the direction I'm heading in, and fuck all of everything you want, because I'm just going to do shit like this from now on. It's just more of a side project, really, and just so happened that there was like a large enough volume of it to constitute an album, right? So all the better, which buys me some time to actually work, on another album coming out in the spring, which is going to be more akin to what people usually hear from me. It's like, I love dance music. But this one's cool because it's actually a collection of like piano concertos that I've written over the years, and really never had an outlet for them. Like in terms of like we can't just like take your weird just piano only songs and put them on a CD and sell them. Who do you think you are, like?
Right.
Gary Glitter or whatever,
Right.
Fucking. Anyway,
but it's orchestral, right?
It's orchestrated in the sense that, like, I submitted that music to a friend of mine, Gregory Reverett, who is a composer. Like, he composes for film and massive orchestras and stuff like that. So I was like, hey, can we take this and then throw 80 player string sections on it, and you have to like adapt it in such a way that it'll work musically and all that stuff. He's like, yeah, easy. It's already, you've given me more information than I need to do that. So with your melodic structure, because I mean, it's like trying to take any modern EDM track. It's like the dong, dong, dong with one note over and over again. Okay, let's make an orchestral version of this. Okay, cue the timpani guy, like, 4/4, and then maybe the contrabass playing the same note over and over again. But I think my music was written like more melodic central first. So, giving that material over to Greg was like easy peasy to transcribe it into.
So
like
you wrote
an
it.
orchestra.
You wrote the melody on piano, and then you handed it off.
Yeah.
To your friend.
Yeah, and some were
to convert
existing
it.
tracks as well, like Strobe and stuff like
Interesting.
that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
That's a really cool project.
Very cool.
So the whole album is basically orchestral. It's all orchestral.
It's a symphony.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
like
exciting.
a full symphony, which is crazy because, I'm reading up on, Amadeus Mozart and all these guys and all these guys. Oh, he's written his first symphony when he was like, 16 and 12 and stuff like that. And I was like, well, not that, I like to compare myself to that, but I mean, that would be something cool to achieve in a lifetime, get a body of work out that's like, in a traditional sense, an orchestra. Or
Are you there when they, when they're all together?
Yeah, I'm performing. I'm playing this is my Ralph comment. So Joel goes in with people who have spent tens of thousands of hours playing and being, violinists, and then I walk in with my Moog. I'm playing the Moog.
Right.
So yes, I managed to sneak myself into the orchestral mix during the performance.
What was it like though, being there with all those people playing your music? Was it cool?
Insane. Audio, like in terms of like the way you hear it, because you would be surprised how far off we are, from the future of being able to hear something as it's happening versus how it's recorded into a DAC and then output. Because think of it like this. Even the most pristine recording, the Dave Brubeck recording of Take 5, like, some of the most legendary recordings, play back on two speakers, which are two monophonic sound sources, meaning that there's only like one speaker with one axis that can move to produce a sound, right? And then stereo, it's just two of them doing that, right?
Right.
But when you think about it, you're not going to match the fidelity of, say, imagine, 60 string players are 60 speakers, that don't have phase problems or correlation problems or all these kind of weird quasi-scientific terms that you could throw at like acoustic properties coming from speakers. So sitting on the floor of an orchestra playing, your music sounds insanely different than, even with the best mics and the best recorders recording it and then playing it back through the speakers. It's like a universe apart.
Is there a way for consumers ever to get an experience like that without just going to the orchestra?
No, you absolutely have to be sitting there and being in the same room as that. What are you chewing on?
My shredders.
He's just shredding away down there.
He's got a chew toy.
So, are you going to tour with the orchestra?
I would love to. I think it'd be cool, like side project to do along. Like I said, I'd hate for the conception to go around that. Like, Joel says, "Fuck dance music," and now he's Hans Zimmerman, or he's just going to do film score.
Clearly, you're not saying that.
No,
for the record, yeah.
But I mean,
but it's cool. First of all,
it would be awesome to do. But the to counter note that the fiscal side of that is insane.
Bad and a bad.
Touring with a
Tour
band
with
with 5
such a
guys
band,
is expensive.
Right.
That's 5 flights, 5 meals, 5 hotel rooms,
every day.
5 of each. Times that by a factor of 80.
That's unbelievable.
Wow.
How do these guys
Yeah.
make money?
They don't. Well, they do. Okay, consider like a session player, or someone who performs in an orchestra, whether it's this orchestra or that orchestra. They kind of stay where they're at, and they're like robots.
That's why they have the orchestra of this city.
Yeah,
That makes
absolutely. Because these people are so fucking talented. You could literally put the music in front of them. They've never heard it before. And this is how it went down at the recording session. I was thinking, I'm asking the composer and the conductor, I'm like, so how long have they been practicing this? And they're like,
First try.
pardon? What are you talking about? Practice?
Yeah.
I was like, so you're just going to nail it in one take. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So, I have faith. And they put the sheet music in front of them and they read. They're like human computers. They just read the sheet music and play it exactly as it's notated. If it's notated wrong, then it's wrong.
Right,
but they didn't play that shit wrong. You know what I mean? So I was like, wow, that's really insane. Because I thought during the session recordings that we did at East West, which was one of the world's best studios for this kind of thing, I thought, well, this is going to be interesting because I've had keyboardists and, session players come into my studio or other studios, and then we're like, okay, bar 1, blah, 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 oh, fuck. Okay, we'll punch you in from bar 35, and okay, blah, 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 blah. Oh, shit. Okay, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like thinking, okay, well, if we scale that up to times, 60 players,
Never get done.
it'll never get done.
Yeah.
So how does this shit get done? And then, of course, firsthand,
they're perfect.
they're like, okay, so we finally get everyone in the room. Fucking conductor's tapping. Everyone shut the fuck up. Phones off. Okay, here we go. Played the whole song flawlessly. And then I was like, that's it. And
We're done. Wrap it up.
And they're like, does that sound good? And I was like, well, that was perfect. And they were like, yeah. Well, it's what was written on the thing, right? Thanks, Gregory, who did that work.
I wonder if you could ever do something where you travel to municipal orchestras and play with them. So you're the only person that moves.
Not the first idea.
That would be so fun.
That'd be cool. Yeah, because it's like I said, it's not a matter of having to move these musicians
These guys
around.
know what
they all
ready to
know what
go.
they're doing in their
Yeah.
respective, locations and stuff like that.
That whole world is so interesting, man.
It's really crazy. And it's funny because my composer friend is of that world and knows all this. He's done, Deadpool, the Avengers, and all this stuff, all these big scores and stuff like that. And he's like, there's just as much bullshit in this as I know that you have in dance music.
Just with bow ties and stuff.
You know what I mean? Well, not really. It's a little more laid back than that. It's not like the white wigs and the those guys sitting around anymore.
Right.
But besides, it's there's just as much constraint and stylistic approach that is kind of the norm or mainstream orchestral music, which is hard to fathom if you're not a fan or someone who's been following, the latest and greatest symphonies, because that's the thing is everyone can name popular albums of the last 5 years, right? Let's say, Kanye's Life of Pablo, this and that, and all these other records. Name the last symphony ever written.
Yeah. No, I know.
There's hundreds and thousands,
Clue.
but just name one. It's
Right.
it's a world totally new territory for me, so it's really cool to be able to explore that.
You were quoted somewhat recently of saying that EDM is dead, or at least
Well,
that it's dying.
Yeah.
But that was back in 2014. So I'm wondering, what do you
Now it's
think?
long dead.
Yeah. So I was wondering, what do you think about the current state of EDM now?
Well, that's the thing. The current state is the state it's been in the last 5 years. See, I don't know. I think I'm kind of like not taken out of context because I clearly I mean what I say, even if it's like some weird bullshit comment or something like towards. Because honestly, the biggest question I always get on Twitter is, "What do you think about dot dot dot?" Like, what the fuck? Okay, fine. And then I just say what I'm thinking at that moment. But
Right.
Here's the thing: is when I started making electronic music, it was literally I started making electronic music as a joke. It was just kind of a funny thing because it was like kind of on this weird lull that it was all starting to kind of sound the same. And what I had done is I implemented. Like, at least from my end, I'm not saying I'm the only innovator in, modern day dance music. There's lots. But from my end of it is I came from this kind of like industrial kind of mindset in terms of music, you know what I mean? So it's like my melodies were a little more melancholic, like Radiohead, a la Nine Inch Nails kind of thing. And I thought that, house music, which was actually house music back in the day, and that kind of early stage of techno and trance, early trance, like side trance, like we're talking like Art of Trance and, all Platypus Records kind of trance. All that stuff was like really euphoric sounding in terms of like, major key changes, like in scale and stuff like that. And it was just, everything was really positive about it. And I go, how come no one's done the kind of the bummer, the diminished kind of feel, to dance music, just and create like more of an emotional bummer lull, lull, not lull, Lull, in that kind of music. And I started to do that. And then one good way to achieve that was just you have really lush sounds that were like, kind of lower monotonous on like eighth note repeats kind of things. And then that was this track I did called Faxing Berlin kind of thing, which was not like this uplifting kind of Mortal Kombat.
Right.
That's where it was heading in my eyes. And then that caught on, and then everyone else started kind of doing it and all that stuff. And then we propelled it to this place. And then it just evolved as music does. It never comes full circle. So it's not going to go back to...
So what you mean is just, it's evolving.
Yeah.
It's moved beyond where it was.
Yeah. It's just moved beyond. I mean, it's dead. I mean, just that piece of it is.
That
it's done to
history,
death.
that clip. So what do you think about where it is now? I mean, what's going on now? And music as a whole, too.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck. I haven't really thought about it much, like, because I'm not... If I were smart and I wanted to make a lot of money, I would absolutely think about where it's headed and what it's doing and what the trends are, because that's where you go in, you exploit those trends. And there's plenty of acts doing that right now, you know what I mean? Where they're going to say, "Ooh, this is the new sound, this new trap." Yeah, well, I'm like speaking from 2 years ago, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, what is trap and how to do it is just like hip hop without fucking, rap always over it. And all these people analyze these things like you would running a business, analyze trends and pander to those kind of trends. I've never really given a fuck about it. So like, I don't see that and those respective kind of things going anywhere because it's not like of my main focus.
I guess, they probably think about just staying relevant.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Exactly. One of my most loathed Twitter comments is, "Are you even relevant?"
Right.
Relevant to what?
Yeah.
Finish the sentence. You know what I mean? Like, just relevant in general. Relevancy is like the weirdest word I've ever heard, when it's used
Really
in that
horrible.
context of no context. You know what I mean? Am I relevant? Yeah. My cat relies on me to feed.
You are very relevant.
I'm super relevant. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the most relevant fucking thing in that thing's universe.
We see that a lot in YouTube too. Same kind of comments.
You're
about
so
channels
irrelevant.
and things like that.
Finish your thought. Explain your thought. Like I said, I really have no qualms with people making, like haphazard guesses as to my state of mind, but please have something to back it up. I make a point. Like, I try my best that when I say something, even if it's, benign or really, kind of attacking someone or something like that, I've got like empirical evidence that founded that statement.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't just... I wouldn't say I hate you because you look like a guy I hate named Drew.
Thank you.
But I could tell you 100 stories about why I hate Drew, and then that would explain to you why I don't even like you. You know what I mean?
That's great, man.
But I do like you. You're
Who's
actually
Drew?
I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought I was gonna walk into like a drag fest. And I was like,
I don't know why you expected that. You were expecting all kinds of crazy shit. Hearing you talk about it.
yeah,
We just sit
man.
here
Like
with
I'm
this couple-
paranoid as fuck.
We're a couple
dude.
dudes that just sit here, have
All
some
right,
in and
okay,
out.
well,
you
now
know?
I'm good. I got
a couple French
I think
Just
fries.
lure me in
YouTubers
with the
have,
In-N-Out
like,
and the
bad
Corona.
reputation.
Is it a YouTuber thing?
Is it a YouTuber?
I mean,
What?
we have a
Like,
we have a reputation, I guess, of some sorts. But the podcast is like a different thing.
Well, yeah, a YouTuber thing. What's a YouTuber thing? Like I know
Just
what a
dramatic.
YouTuber is. Yeah, yeah.
Just
I don't get
dramatic,
that whole
whiny,
culture at all.
fucking-
I don't understand it.
You
like
watch YouTubers?
Well, the ones with content, the ones with interesting shit, people that put forth an effort into their production, and they,
Right.
they clean it up and they do some really cool stuff. Like say, would Linus be a YouTuber?
Linus Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Sure.
is that
Yeah,
the
Linus
definition
is
of a
cool.
YouTuber?
Absolutely.
Forgive me.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
really even more broad. Just someone who makes content on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, sure. Like his shit is, he puts research into it. He
Linus
doesn't
is
just
cool.
fucking throw a camera up and
Yeah.
start fucking calling people names and acting like a 13-year-old girl. Like that's not content. That's just annoying. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, I say, fuck, these kids are gonna be able to vote in 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, fuck this. I can't watch that shit. But I'll watch who I really like? I don't know if he's a YouTuber though. Electro Boom.
I don't know.
He's like an Iranian electrician. But
Oh,
he's
yeah, I know that guy, of
super
course. The gnarly
educated.
eyebrow.
Yeah, him. I love that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, that is
He
YouTuber.
takes a piece of content, makes it very educational. I learned stuff from it,
Yeah.
and he's funny as hell. Like
Yeah.
he's kiddie humor. It's not dark.
Shout out to Electric. That guy's a very unique.
Yeah.
Very
We
good
need
guy.
more like
Electro
content
Boom.
like that, not
Right.
like just some kid fucking talking a mile a minute in a high pitched voice about Minecraft.
Yes. The mic. Yes. That is YouTube in a nutshell.
That's why I
Yeah.
don't explore it too much because when I start to do it, I find more of that than I do of people who
Oh God.
put together
Yeah,
good content.
it's hard
Dan
to
just
find
reminded me of a
good
video I
content.
want to show you.
Oh, here we go.
I just want to show you this clip and get
What
your
is it?
snap judgment on it.
How do I see it?
I'm gonna pull it up. one sec.
We'll go.
Oh,
He told me show him Omar Bradbury intro to YouTube video.
What
This
is
shit
it?
is gonna blow your fucking mind. Hang on.
okay. I can't.
Hey, watch this.
Everyone goes having an amazing day. But anyways, guys, today I'm actually going to be going to the Gucci store, and I'm not.
Wait, this isn't the one.
No, you gotta
Hang on,
open
hang on.
this.
It doesn't.
Is
Is it
just-
anything
it's
like
just-
it?
Yeah.
Bro, it's like something you've never
That's
you've
fine.
never seen.
That's his intro, by the way.
This is his trailer. This is what he.
Yeah.
This is how he greets all of his new viewers.
What is that?
It's
not synced, but you get the idea. What's going on? It's like on slow mo,
Is he?
Why is it
on
doing
drugs.
that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's a young guy. So
No,
I,
I
don't wanna
think
make
it's
any
all
accusations.
natural.
Okay, yeah.
He's
no,
a young
no.
kid.
I mean, something for everyone.
Yeah, something for everyone.
No. Don't get me wrong. If I was like 6 years old, I'd love it.
Right.
It's great. It's hilarious. It's sugar.
Right.
I like sugar. I need more sugar.
That's true. It is sugar.
But I'm a fucking adult. I'm a grown ass. Well, I like.
Well, yeah,
I should
it's
be,
not
but
for
you know what I
It's not
mean.
meant to. Yeah.
I have acquired taste.
I want to ask you about basically your experience coming up in music was unique, and it doesn't happen that often where you come up yourself doing your own work, really like picking yourself up from the trenches in a way and building your own thing. Is that
Yeah.
accurate to what you did? You think?
Well, yeah, in a sense, But honestly, I think that the way the universe is so fucking chaotic and random that a lot of that had a factor to play with it.
You got lucky, you mean, in a way.
Well, in a way, that had a piece. You know what I mean? Maybe more so than any talent that I may or may not possess. You know what I mean? Because I know for a fact that there are millions of other artists out there more talented than me that I can't say deserve it more or whatever, need the limelight and all that stuff. Everyone's kind of successful in their own ways, and it's not always equative to, fiscal gain,
Right.
or attention in the media, or, you're super popular and stuff like that. All that shit facilitates itself, and it becomes this force feedback thing. Because if no one knew who I was, I wouldn't be making money. If I wasn't making money, I wouldn't be able to reinvest into what I like to do. You
Right.
know what I mean? So it's like this weird luck thing. I got lucky in the sense that, I worked and increased my chances of that luck happening.
Yeah.
You make your luck, you know what I mean? So not to say that you're lucky, so therefore you should just sit on fucking ass with your 2 SoundCloud links and wait. No, you got to keep going because as you keep going, that 1% turns into 1.6, and it's that 0.6 that could just, throw you over. So what had happened was I'd been making music for, 8 years, at the time. And, I come up with this idea. And as luck would have it, I met a guy who knew a guy through a real life connection that played a record. And then he played it for his friend Pete Tong.
Really?
Tong played it. And then everyone's like, oh, who's this new guy from Canada? I'd like to hear more from him.
Right.
Okay, I'll work. And then I get a record deal through these guys and do more networking, and then that propels it. And then all of a sudden, that little tiny 1% margin
Like a
turns into like a fucking 60%, So then it's just literally throw spaghetti at the fucking wall and work with the ideas that, attune to you. But yeah, I think it's about making your own luck. I don't think it's about, oh, you work hard, you'll get there. Like if you can't get past that little threshold,
Right.
you won't get anywhere. But if you
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, what's your advice for people who are trying to do what you did? But that's exactly it, right? It's about making your own luck.
yeah, that
just
working. But then there is a networking aspect to it, and that has changed dramatically in the last 9 years. In terms of like say SoundCloud and stuff like that. Before, like when I started making electronic music, computers were just barely capable of doing it. You know what I mean? And so we're talking like trackers, DOS-based programs and stuff like that were the only kind of computer music making tools. So I was fortunate enough to be able to, grow up with that technology. And then VST came out and I was like at the forefront of that. So now if anything VST comes out now, I know its entire history and how to get it working the way I want it to or whatever,
So you're saying back now, it's almost like, is it an advantage or a disadvantage that people trying to come up now have this incredible social network?
Yeah,
built
well,
to the
the
internet?
social networks are cool, I guess after a point, but they only do you so many favors. Your best bet is go make real world connections because still like all these major labels or even, somewhat labels are like these old people that just don't give a
They don't
shit to
even
listen
get
to
it.
your SoundCloud. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you want to send a demo to Mousetrap. Like, I mean, and I've probably told this story to death, but like literally Sonny Moore, the Skrillex, was maybe about 5 years off the back of his band thing because he's put his time in with this band from first to last and stuff like that. He did a lot of, groundwork, met a lot of people and all that stuff. And Tommy Lee at the time was doing a thing called the Public Records, which I thought was the stupidest fucking idea in the world, but he did it anyway. It was like, I'm going to make this record and we're going to give out stems to everybody and everyone's going to contribute and we're going to pick stems. Well, funnily enough, Sonny Moore at the time was like one of the top contributors because he got involved. He got active with the community, and he would send in this shit and his like weird demos of what we should add to this track kind of thing. So we'd listen to it, and then all of a sudden he became like a mainstay name down in Tommy's studio, and we'd fucking roll down there and say, yep, that's that fucking Skrillex kid, and all that stuff. And then as it turned out, he's like, hey, we're playing in LA, why don't you come fucking hang out? And he's like, yeah, all right, so he came, and literally in the dressing room of the Nokia fucking theater, Sonny gave me a USB key with the entire his first album on it, right? And then I went home and listened to it, and this was before dubstep dubstep as we know it in North America with the wah transformer bullshit was that. And I had heard that for the first time. And I was like, well, this is different. Like, this is exciting. This is fucking crazy. Like, let's put it out. And then we put out his first album, and lo and behold, he fucking blew up bigger than me, which was fucking awesome. I facilitated that career and I felt great about it. And there's no, you're just jealous that he's working with Bieber. No, fuck it. All the power to you, better you than me, Trust me, I'd be in jail and you're on Billboard. That's good, Assault.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but he made real life connections.
Do you want to assault Bieber? Is there a part of you that wants to punch Bieber? Okay, let me phrase this. Why would in a world you want to punch Bieber?
Oh, well, maybe not punch.
Give him a shot. Like,
just flip him off.
Flip him off. Okay.
Yeah, because you know what? There
That's
was,
good.
I do have a Bieber story.
Yeah,
I will share.
Oh, I love it.
I am, I used to be a regular at this club in Toronto called the Cabana. It's just like an outdoor day club, trying to be Vegas and Toronto kind of thing. It's cool, you know. It's laid back. Sushi's pretty good. So me and my girlfriend would go there, and we just get in the cabana and order fucking food and eat and yell at my friend DJs and shit like that. That would go and play there. Sometimes I would play there and stuff like that. So anyway, one fine day, an 18-year-old Bieber fucking appears. Okay, the fucking place is out of control. It's like fucking Trump trying to land a 747 at fucking Chicago O'Hare at the fucking rush hour of planes. You know, where basically you have to clear everything out, make sure he's got, you know, a line of sight to his, you know, it was like to his cabana and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I really didn't want to be there. You know what I mean? Like I was like, fuck, why am I here? Because we gotta go. They're going to have cameras and someone's going to do a thing.
He was killing your butt. He was ruining the fun.
Yeah. And basically, what I did is I tweeted as I do, I go, Bieber just showed up. Party's over, right? Like, because in come the fucking paparazzi and the weirdos.
Yeah.
So we were just sitting there and he fucking like just, you know, takes off his shirt and all this shit. He's like 18. Dude, you're not even legally allowed to be there for starters, you know, but who's going to say shit, right? So I was just like, whatever, you know. Just maybe this will be okay if I don't attract any attention. He fucking looks over at me. He's like, and then everyone's like going and then whispering at him, you know, like, hey, that's Deadmau5, that's Deadmau5. And I was like, oh, fuck, you know, because I'm rewinding in my head thinking like, maybe he's read one of these like earlier tweets, so these like kind of joke things or something like that. And
what had you said about him?
And then he's like, fucking, I don't know. He was like, you know, so we'll tell him to come here. You know, I'm like, no, you know, like I'm not gonna walk over to your booth and go over there, right? And then I leaned over, and someone took a picture of me leaning over to tell him, and not say like, hey, I'm your biggest fan. I actually said, hey, welcome to Canada, first time. I actually said that over his like fucking security guard. Someone took a picture of right at that moment. But just the way that you'll find it, people are Googling it right now. If you find the picture,
Hold up,
it looks
hold
like,
up back there.
What?
Oh, they're gonna pull up the picture. We can.
Oh, are they gonna find it?
Yeah.
It looks like it's just the way that they caught me in the photo. Looks like I'm like reaching
Like you're
for
fanboying?
him, like I'm fanboying or something. But I actually remember saying, "Welcome to Canada, first time." You know what I mean? Like,
Let me see this photo here.
it was so fucked up.
We've got it.
Did they have it?
You on it? They
Oh,
they
you got it.
They've got it. Yeah, they've got it. Well, that wasn't so. So you have a slight grudge because of the way he tried to summon your ass over there.
Yeah,
Like, girl,
like
he wanted
you
to
know,
fuck or
like
something.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm the one guy that won't come over here and suck your dick. You know,
Here
my
it is.
bad.
Here it is. Is this it?
That's part of it. That's part of it. Yeah. That's mostly it.
He looks. His stance is kind of aggressive.
Well, he was a little upset when I said it.
This is
Well,
a
I
special moment.
just mic dropped and then walked out. Like I left the club
man.
after that. But they got me like smiling because it was probably because I was laughing at my own
Funny.
stupid
Oh, here,
fucking joke.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like he's
I
a
don't
little
know.
guarded, and you did a goof on him.
I don't know. It's
Best friend.
subjective. So everyone's
Best
like,
friend.
"Oh, you were just so excited to be in his presence." I'm like, actually, I was on my way out. But
So is that the only time?
look, dude. Okay. I will admit, I didn't look that good at 18.
Yeah.
He does look good. He definitely
He
took
takes
care of
care
his
of
body.
himself.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I was thinking the other.
I wouldn't be taking my shirt off.
No. People pay me to leave it on when I go to
I
Cabana.
had cool tats though before he got his.
Is this the only time you guys have crossed paths?
That's it. Oh no. Oh shit. Dean, do we still have the? Oh, I don't know if we have a picture of it, but fucking, he threatened to kill me.
What?
Yeah.
That will.
In Australia, Drew. That's why I remember because you look like Drew Wrestler. Drew Wrestler was an old
is
photographer who used to take my picture. Rooks,
Right.
right? And you really look like Rooks. It's kind of scary. That's why I almost want to.
All right, man. So this guy was. Yeah.
So he was my photographer, and in Australia, he was also shooting Bieber, right?
Right.
So, but this was way before this, even. And then Bieber, he wrote on his like a picture of himself, "Hi Deadmau5, I will kill you." I'm dead fucking serious.
Was this after
And gave
this?
it to Rooks, and then said, "Give that to Deadmau5," right? And then so Rooks came to me with this fucking photo. It says, "Here." Justin Bieber wanted me to give you this. And I was like, okay. And I looked at it, and it was literally a
Kill
picture
you.
of like 15-year-old him on an acoustic guitar saying, "I will kill you." And I was like, this is the weirdest fucking thing.
How come you didn't save that? Why wouldn't you frame that? Put that up with your taxidermy.
I think we literally just left it in the dressing room. I was
Just
like,
Oh
spooked.
my God.
I mean,
Yeah.
a threat from Justin Bieber.
I swear to God.
That's a
Never
special
mind.
day. Was that after your first encounter?
He was in No, it was before.
So that was that's how he
before.
broke the ice with you?
Apparently. No. The first time he broke ice with me was me having to listen to him talk to his whole crew in the room next door, paper thin walls at the Grammys, or which is the thing in the States?
The Grammys, yeah.
Yeah, he was at the Grammys. He was in the room next to me, and then we could hear the conversations going on in the room. And we were like, "What the fuck?"
What was he saying?
I'd rather not. It's
Enough to say what the fuck.
enough to say what the
Yeah,
fuck.
okay.
I'm like, who's in there? And then
Okay.
I think it's Bieber's room. And I was like, oh my god, And then we were like,
Right.
ooh, that's kind of weird. And then maybe a few months later, we ended up in Australia. Basically, we were both touring at the same time, and then that's when we got that letter, and we were like, well,
I will kill you.
yeah,
dude.
I will kill you.
Well, now I
swear
know
to
how to
God,
greet-
I can't. There's got to be a picture of it.
Now I know how to greet my friends and loved ones.
Yeah.
I will kill you.
It's kind of
I've
funny.
I've never really spoken we've never had a dialogue.
Oh man, I feel like I got to get you guys in a room and just hash it out. Would you do that?
No,
or are you just not interested?
No, I wouldn't. I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
If you're listening, Justin, get this man another picture that says "I will kill you."
I don't care.
I want to see it.
I've nothing. From all I've learned about your prowess and musical talents, I am just not interested. There's nothing I could gain.
I feel bad for the guy in a way. I mean, I think he's matured a lot. First of all, based on what I've
he's
seen.
definitely upgraded from pissing in fucking buckets
Right.
backstage. I mean, yeah, you've been doing quite well.
That's how age works too. Apparently, you're supposed to mature as you get older. But
I didn't know you could do that. If I'd be doing that, I'd be pissing in buckets all over the fucking place. I was like, you can get away with that shit? Fuck, thanks, buddy.
but I've seen the guy is like so like he can't leave his house without being like brutally harassed.
Okay, that I can side with because I get mildly harassed. Actually, I was a little mildly harassed outside of your place.
Were you really?
Really?
No, not mildly. He's just like, hey, buddy,
Extreme
gave me a
mild.
thumbs.
Did
He gave me a thumbs
did he-
up and went.
That's nice.
No, I was
Did
like,
he-
yeah.
He didn't
But I
threaten
mean-
to kill you or
No,
anything.
but being fucking escorted around everywhere by a bunch of fucking dudes
Brings a
Yeah.
little attention. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
All right.
I like where I'm at. I think I'm in my perfect zone. It's like, well, okay, couple weirdos here and there, but
Yeah, no, it's not like you can go outside and do
Yeah,
shit without
and
being
enjoy stuff.
destroyed. Yeah.
yeah.
All right, let's take it to a quick commercial break, guys. We will be right back with Joel Zimmerman. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What are you doing, Ethan?
I'm eating honey, which, by the way, is the name of our sponsor today. And I would never turn down free honey. But what's one thing I definitely would never turn down, even more than that? Free money.
Honey.
That's what honey is all about. Listen to this. If you shop online without the best coupons, you're already paying too much. Fortunately, there's a free browser extension called Honey that automatically finds the best coupons on the web, so you always get the best price. Let me preface this by saying this. I installed this browser. You install it from the Google Play Store or whatever you're using. It installs immediately in 2 seconds. And what it does is it scours the web for every coupon ever created for whatever you're shopping for, and it plugs it in. It searches and it plugs it in. So I'm on New Balance, like a grandpa, looking for some new shoes because I'm a
Dad
dweeb.
shoes.
Yeah, looking for some extra dad shoes. I go in the search bar. I type dad, get a couple that I like. I go, look at this. I saved $53. This, I would have paid full price.
And you just check out. You don't need to do anything. It just tells you.
Yeah, when you're checking out, it's just like, hey, there's coupons available. You click apply, it just pops up. And then it's like, not only do you have dad shoes now, but your dad will be proud about
You
this
use the
coupon.
dad coupon too.
Dude, what the hell? And then the other day, me and Hila just moved, and we were buying some new furniture. I swear to God, I didn't save it because I was so shocked, but I swear we saved $1,000 freaking dollars.
It may sound like we're making it up, but seriously.
It's not a joke. It's blowing my mind. This stuff, and it's free to use. All you have to do is go install it. Boom. And 2 clicks, Honey add it to any browser for free and shop like you normally do. Honey scans and tests millions of coupons in the background. At checkout, they automatically apply the best one. Over 7 million people use Honey every day. And together, they've saved millions of bucks. Honey's got your back. You'll never overpay for anything ever again. So there's really no reason not to add Honey to your browser right now. It's free. It takes seconds to install, and it's going to save you tons of money. Add Honey to your browser for free right now. Go to joinhoney.com/H3. That's joinhoney.com/H3. That way, they know who sent them. Just give it a shot. If you don't like it, I don't know why you won't. You can just uninstall it. It's literally the greatest freaking extension ever. Thank you so much, Donnie, for sponsoring us. And next up, we've got Squarespace. If you need a domain, a website, an online store, a blog, a beauty blog, a makeup, my wicked website.
Just want to make a cool website to show your art.
Yeah. Squarespace has got you covered. Here's what's so great about Squarespace. They've got beautiful templates. They give you all the tools that you need to make an incredible, beautiful, elegant, or nutty, whatever you want, to do it yourself. You don't have to be a programmer, right? You don't have to be a NASA scientist. You know, sometimes it feels like that when you're trying to make a website. Here, they've got everything you need to make a beautiful, elegant website for whatever you need, from commercial to personal, yada. So that's about it. They've got an all-in-one platform. There's nothing to install or patch. It's ready to go when you get it. They've got incredible analytics that helps you gain insight into how your customers are behaving on your website. And they make it easy to learn by providing webinars, workshops, and 24/7 customer support. They want you to succeed, because when you succeed, they succeed. And that is a beautiful world that I can get behind. Squarespace makes it simple to set up and transfer your domains. So if you want to create a website for any possibility, say you're like my friend Sean, he makes Jew harps.
Musical instrument.
Why does it?
You don't know.
It's called a Jew harp. That's not weird of me to say, but it trips me up every time I say it. Maybe you want a website to sell your Jew harps. Maybe you're whatever you're doing. Okay.
Maybe you want to start a clothing line.
Yeah.
You can do it there.
Squarespace, my dudes. Here's the deal. Destiny is calling. You have no excuse. So go on over to squarespace.com/H3. You get a free trial and 10% off your free
First
purchase. So go head on over to squarespace.com/H3 and fulfill your destiny to make a badass website. It's more than that, though. Your interests, your dreams, everything is tied up at squarespace.com/H3. Thank you, everybody. Let's get right back into it. Thank you to our sponsors. Please support them, okay? See you guys. Cut me off, Dan. So how do you like being in LA? You're here to promote the new album.
Well, no, I'm here to perform the shows.
Oh, you're doing a show.
Yeah,
in LA.
we're doing 2 shows at the Wiltern.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so we're doing like the orchestra at the Wiltern.
Wait,
Yeah.
for the new album.
Yeah.
You are putting on with the orchestra.
Yeah.
That's
You
exciting.
think this is like some marketing tactic?
No, I thought
we
you
say
said
we're
that
doing
you weren't planning on performing with the orchestra.
Oh, no, because everyone's been asking. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. Everyone's been asking me, are you going to tour it?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're doing 2 performances, yeah.
Got it.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, but like as far as after that, I don't know.
Got
but-
it.
Yeah, oh, okay, my bad.
That's really cool.
Is that like, do they play orchestras at that theater usually?
Yeah.
Is it like set up acoustically?
I think so, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
The Wiltern. It's like that
Wiltern.
old theater downtown kind of thing.
Right.
It's set up for orchestra for sure.
That's awesome.
We just had to scale it back by like 20 players because of just the real estate, because
Hmm.
80 players is a lot of space. That's like Hollywood Bowl space, and we're not quite there yet. So
So do you like it? You used to live in LA, right?
I did for a year, yeah.
As you told me backstage.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't like it here.
Not that I don't like it. Like I don't like the people. I don't like the weather.
Well, a lot of
I don't
people
like
don't
the
like it.
sunshine. I don't like the no rain.
No,
everything.
I did beat that. A lot of people don't like LA.
No, I mean, like, I didn't like it in the sense that, like, I spent more time with my lawyer and my manager and my agent than I did doing things I enjoy
I'm in LA.
and working.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now you have this incredible house, which, I mean, I think most people who are fans have seen it because you're there all the time.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
stream from home and stuff.
Yeah.
The house is incredible. Did you build that yourself?
We bought it, like, kind of sort of finished. And the guy kind of ran out of stuff, and then we made him an offer he couldn't refuse. So, yeah, and then we...
You slid him out a photograph of you saying, I'll kill you.
No. We put a fucking decapitated horse head in his bed.
Of course. The classic.
Yeah.
But you're out in rural, like, how rural is it?
not so rural that you have to drive an hour and a half, down country roads. Like we're a 20-minute drive to the airport and a 40-minute drive to downtown Toronto.
Yeah, very accessible.
That's not bad.
But so I'm wondering, because you are very public about like the house and you're always there, and I guess people probably know where it is. Do you have a lot of weirdos showing up there?
Yeah, sure. But just mostly benign.
Nothing.
Drive by, yelling. I mean, it's gated in the sense that not like it's.
You can't just roll up.
You can't just come into the front door and knock on the fucking thing.
Right.
That's just the first thing we had to do, no brainer. But I mean, people are generally pretty respectful. I mean, like I don't mind, people driving by, slowing down, and maybe even stopping at the side of the road, take a look. That's fine.
That's fine.
It's we've only ever had 2 in the last like 3 years of people that have like hopped over the fence and got in my shit.
Happens?
Well, it's a little freaky, and in the sense that for instance, actually, a video was put up recently of a guy who flew a drone over my house, and
Really?
I saw an aerial picture of your house. I hope. That
it was probably me.
Yeah, okay, that
it was probably me.
You're a drone fanatic.
Yeah. I do it all the time, and then I publicate that. And I post that.
So
shit
what
all the
happened
time.
with that?
Well, what he was doing is he was parked on the street, which isn't my property. It's a fucking public road, and he was flying his drone over we have a 50-acre farm lot that's like on the other side of our property.
Really?
Yeah, I got like horses and goats and chickens.
How cool!
Wow.
The goat.
Yeah, goats.
The goats.
Yeah.
The goat with the goat.
Anyway, he was parked on the street, and he was flying a drone like over the house, over the thing, and basically we were sitting down in the living room and we were like, is that a drone? And we were like, fuck. And then we saw the drone, and then I just kind of followed it line of sight because he's got to land it if he wants it back, right? So, and then he takes it and he's at some truck, and I went up to the truck. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? He's like, what? I'm on a public road. He's just giving me this like fucking. He's
Super
dropping
defensive.
He's dropping the fucking. All these aviation laws on me, and I'm like, okay, but I don't want a flying camera over my house. You know what I mean? And then it turned into a thing. And
I'm
then
surprised he wasn't like excited to see you. He was just defensive immediately.
Yeah, kind of. And he's like, well, first he started saying, well, I was testing my drone, it broke. I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear it. Just like, there's a million fucking. We are literally on 300 of 4,000 acres of open field where you could fly drones, and if you weren't such a dick about it and flying it over my house, you could have just hit me up somehow if you're especially a member of our community, and I love this hobby. Come over, we'll fly drones together, fucking smash them into each other and have a laugh, and fucking drink some beer. But like if you're gonna get right up in my face about you flying a drone over my property and don't expect me to be upset. Well, I'm not upset because of aviation laws and harassment and weird shit. I'm upset because, like, fuck, I don't know what your intentions are, and it's not my job to sit here and wonder what they are.
Yeah, of course. No, of course.
So, like, and then I'm thinking, like, it would be a really great idea if you want to break into, like, a nice house out on a real property, fly a drone around the fucking place, scout it out, see where their points of entry is. You know what I mean? How do I know you're not doing that if I don't know you? You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I'm freaking out. Yeah. Now, he's not like, oh, I understand. He's like, oh, fuck you, I have the right. And the FAA lets me. Like, I'm like, holy shit.
He's like one of these guys that, like, walks around with, like, a AR-15. He's like,
because he can.
Right.
Because he can.
Yeah, because he can.
It's freedom.
You heard about these guys? I don't know.
Yeah, the open carry.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
They do it just to be provocative.
Fine.
Yeah.
I think if no one gets provoked, they'd stop doing it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm not
Exactly.
like I said, I'm not about saying, oh, that's stupid. We shouldn't let anyone walk around with an AR. How about this? Everyone walking around with an AR, we just don't turn it into don't give them the massive attention.
Well,
unless they're pointing it at you.
Well, the police show up and they're like, dude, you're walking around a shopping mall.
That's their responsibility.
with a dangerous weapon. Yeah. Can I ask you some questions? How fucking dare you even talk? It's like, well, okay. I mean,
yeah,
shit happens.
We live in strange times.
It's pretty crazy with drones because I remember when we bought one, we wanted to just try it for the first time, and we tried it in our neighborhood, and I kind of
You got calls?
No, I
No,
just
but-
saw how creepy you can be because you
Yes.
can just fly it over people's houses.
You start to
and
feel
just,
creepy fast, and then
it's
you're like,
so
let's land
weird.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always thought like one like simple kind of like thing maybe an administration could do is maybe just like RFID them. So basically, you buy a drone that's bound to your,
I think they've talked about doing that.
why not? You know what I mean? Like
It's
if you're
a
not doing
little
anything
weird.
stupid,
It's a
you don't
little
have
weird now.
anything
Pretty
to hide.
weird.
You know what I mean? But then again, that goes against the Second Amendment, which is like, well, I shouldn't be impeded on any
Right.
of my freedoms anyway. So, but hey,
Well,
you know,
it's not like we're not living in a lawless country, It's a country of laws.
exactly.
So, what do you, as a drone fanatic, do you see some kind of dystopian like threat from these flying drones? Like they're getting smaller and quieter. There could be one right outside your dark window, and you wouldn't even know it was
What
there.
am I? If I had a weird thing going on inside my house that I should be worried about someone capturing on film, you know what I mean? But
I don't want someone to like see my wiener.
Well, like
I prefer
I
that
would love
private.
to see what media outlet would capture someone's
They're out
illegal
there.
footage and then put it out.
They're
and,
out there.
and not get sued for $6
That's true.
million
That's
at
true.
least.
Yeah. So, guys, if you are out there with a drone, please show my wiener.
But how, they didn't need no drone to see fucking Hogan's dick and fucking what's his name, you know? That did not work out well for the.
Man, how great was that? He's talking about Gawker, who published nudes,
Yeah.
illegal nudes. It's so insane. Who would do that? You're right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like that's crazy what they would pick up, you know. But then you would think that there's some sanity in that market where it's like someone comes up to you, it's like I said, if I flew a drone over fucking I don't know Charlize Theron's house and then caught her naked in the fucking thing, right? Now I've got this on my memory card on my drone. Woohoo! I got away with it.
What do you-
That is worthless, dude. Because
Yeah.
I cannot go
You're fucked
to
if you do that
anyone
now.
and do that. You're just fucked either way. But someone will pick it up, you know.
Yeah, somebody will.
Great. Whatever.
What other tech are you interested in that people maybe you are a tech guy? Your house
Yeah.
is jacked with the craziest technology.
I'm all over the board. I love 3D imaging tech, like rendering software, modeling software,
right.
like 3D graphics. I love that stuff, which kind of then throws you into GPU technology, which is like I'm a huge fan of that. Like I gotta have the latest and greatest GPU, and that either helps out my 3D rendering stuff or the video gaming.
Yeah, gaming. Great.
Because like
What do
I'd
you-
love to be able to look at Yasnia without going.
Right. What do you think about all the graphics cards being sold out because of the Bitcoin?
I think that'll fizzle out as Bitcoin slowly.
It's not going down.
It's going
We
down.
have friends who are like heavily invested.
Yeah, I
And-
can't.
I'm not. First of all, I'm not invested at all. I love the
We're just
circus
watching.
of it.
Yeah. It's great.
The mania is just.
It's so weird. I just my only thing, the big thing that why I never invest, and I'm a pretty savvy investor. I have many investments like with companies and stocks and all this stuff. But the one thing I will not get behind cryptocurrencies is for one solid reason: there's no commodity.
That doesn't. It's not. It's just yeah.
Exactly
there's
what I mean.
nothing
If there was a
behind it. There's
commodity,
no-
I would understand. And then people try to explain it to you,
Yes.
and then that conversation just gets so convoluted
Yeah.
with weird shit that
It
I'm
makes
just
me
like,
skeptical that if there's anything there at all because
Well,
every
there's
time-
not.
Every time someone explains it, like, oh no, I know that there's no value backing it up, but this is what, and I'm like, it still doesn't make sense.
you shouldn't be paid to move electrons around.
It doesn't make sense. And it's weird how like they're just like I heard a statistic that like the amount of energy used to farm bitcoins
Is
now
not worth.
it's equivalent to like a whole country's power consumption.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2% of the world's power consumption. Like we're just
How is that going
we're
to
like
last?
I don't know, but they're just like wiping energy off the
And it definitely feels weird that that's even affected GPU sales markets. You know what I mean?
So if you don't know, like the GPU is the most important thing in mining the coins, and so people are buying so many
That they're
it's-
all sold out.
They're sold out.
The prices are hiking
insane.
up
Oh my
because
God.
the demand. It's economics 101. But it's not the hugest hit, for GPUs and stuff like that.
Right.
Like there are billions of applications
Maybe.
for GPUs other than bit mining.
Of course, but maybe it's just Nvidia. Maybe they invented Bitcoins just to sell more GPUs. It's a giant conspiracy. dude.
Pretty sure they have
The biggest
military
marketing.
contracts that destroy the fuck out of any
You think
Bitcoin.
so? Nvidia?
GPUs?
I guess they need them.
Well, anyone who makes a GPU,
Yeah.
military doesn't have a fucking GPU department. They buy that shit OEM from somewhere else, and all that technology is outsourced. I'm not throwing anyone under the
No,
bus.
you're right.
It's like GE, you know what I mean? GE makes fucking guidance systems for nuclear warheads. Why wouldn't fucking Nvidia supply with a certain
Yeah, you're
contract
right.
with someone
You're right.
to fucking guide that thing because they have the best technology for it.
Right.
You know, why would the government go and spend, $40
Develop
trillion
their own
on
technology.
making their own
Yeah.
branch of GPU? Doesn't make any sense.
Can somebody bring me in a glass of water? I've ashed in my water. I took a cue from Joel, and I regret it. I ashed in all of my
How many?
drinks.
Are you a smoker?
I smoke. I like being around people who smoke because it lets me smoke. But
You know how
when I'm
many
at home,
times
I
I've done the Coke can thing?
Oh God, I was so close. I was so close because
It happened to me once by mistake.
it's brutal. man.
Never again.
The
Yeah, it's
worst.
brutal.
I've actually, that's happened to me on stream once. It's like,
I find it so interesting that you're a streamer, but not only just a streamer. You've been doing it from before Twitch. You were like one of the early adopters. I mean, but,
yeah, I suppose. But like, I think it was one of the first guys to kind of take on stream was Ustream.
Ustream was one of the first ones.
One of them, yeah.
I remember
think
there's
so.
Justin TV.
Yeah. Ustream was before that.
Okay.
Justin was actually founded from some people that left
Justin
Ustream.
became Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Justin TV. Yeah.
Some of them.
Right.
I think so. What was it about streaming early on before it was popular that appealed to you? That was
Well, it wasn't the concept of streaming. It was like, well, fuck streaming. I just mean like it would be really cool that, because the nature of electronic music is all heavily produced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, right? It's not recorded live off the floor by a bunch of talented musicians. It's like
Just a dude.
whittling away, doing multiple passes kind of thing. And then it always just came out like, okay, here's DJ so-and-so with his new album, right? And 30 tracks. Where, I always thought, well, wouldn't it be really cool if everyone knew, not like I have to expose anything, but I just mean it'd be cooler to like open up the hood on it and show people the process of
Right.
it to, either inspire or encourage other people to do it because it's like, oh, maybe that doesn't look so hard or
Right.
that's an interesting way of doing things kind of thing. Just lifting the hood on it. So that was something I was always about because like not because someone said, "Oh, you've got ghost producers making your albums," and I was like, "Ha, no, I don't. Here, I'm going to stream myself making music 24 hours, and now it's all me." No, it's kind of more, just lifting a veil on something that's just been heavily veiled for the longest time. And like you said, when Ustream came out and stuff like that, no electronic artist was, showcasing or live streaming their production process, right?
sure.
I think I was probably among the first
People were
outside
probably
of some
even the
hobbyists
opposite,
and
right?
stuff.
More guarded about the
Well, absolutely, because a lot of it is.
mystifies.
Look at any album produced by, your favorite artist's name is probably the 8th one down the list.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because if you even are hiring ghost producers, if you're not crediting them, unless you were on some crazy NDA, you know what I mean, then you got to give them credit, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you're going to see produced, executive producer, and then a list of names and all that stuff. And that's just something how I've also weighed artists in terms of artistic merit. It's like, a lot of albums come out by, let's just say more mainstream producers and stuff like that. And then you're just like, holy shit, this credit listing is longer than my dick, and you're a solo artist.
Right.
What? This makes no sense. Like
Interesting.
I take a certain amount of, pride and solace
Sure.
that, that at the end of the day, it says produced, written, recorded, Joel Zimmerman.
Yeah, and it's your project. It's authentically
That's
you.
it. Yeah. So, I mean...
Is there ever a reason for somebody to have 10 producers?
Well, it's just to make the work easier or
Right.
pick up talents where you didn't have any or, engineering standpoint, because, well, not to say that that's terrible and they all suck if you have more than one producer. Dude, there are musicians who are great at writing music but are terrible engineers and producers. There are great engineers and producers who can't write a fucking melody to save their lives. You know what I mean? So those people have to come together at some point. You know what I mean? So it's not evil that multiple people work on a project. It's just.
Do you think that people or artists who utilize? I know you say that you have to list them as credits, generally speaking, but are artists not forthcoming enough with how much they actually put into the album?
I don't know. Like, I don't have enough free time to go in and fucking
But just
start asking
generally-
questions wrong friends and about
Yeah.
this and who is he really doing all this himself kind of thing. It's like, I don't give a shit because, like, I've got mouse problems to worry about, not fucking BT problems,
Right.
Like,
Right.
It's not that big of a deal, like, because again, it's the end product that's gonna, push the thing forward, not so much as who was involved in all that stuff, for me and my show and my universe, and this is how I see it. I don't see myself as part of some, group of, people say colleagues or, all your EDM counterparts and all that shit. Fuck all that, man. Like I like just this and controlling this and being my own artist and doing my own things on my own time and through my own volition, as opposed to working as a team and collabs. Like, why is collaborating so fucking huge with mainstream music? I don't fucking stand it.
Well, it gets you more views.
Yeah,
gets you more
views,
exposure.
sales, exposure,
Yeah.
right? But it doesn't attribute anything to it other than that. It doesn't make the product better. It doesn't make it. Sometimes it makes it
the
even
nature of the
fucking worse.
beast, right? Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, well, fuck, man. Think about like all the great music from back in the the 60s, 70s rock bands and all that shit. It's like Edgar Winter did not collaborate with Led Zeppelin to do this. They all had their own vehicles. That's what it's about. Like. It's like fucking buying a McLaren, and then having to fucking ride share it with 30 assholes. You know what I mean? And you get it back, and there's a fucking stain on the seat. And, like, fuck, it's just not enjoyable,
You're just a solo dude.
Yeah.
You like doing shit.
Yeah, and that applies to a lot of shit, and not just my music. Like, I like living alone, Everyone's like, oh, it must be so lonely in that epic land streaming room. And I'm like, well, no. Well, maybe for you that needs fucking 30 people sucking your dick every 20 fucking seconds or giving you praise or fucking hanging out and being bros and all that shit. I don't need that. You know what I mean? I adore it.
I want to ask you about some context on this. This shit. This is an ancient one.
Oh, that was funny.
People who don't know, I love it.
Yeah. It was still good.
What is this photo?
That is a photo of me at the Grammys. And that they wouldn't let me wear it when I was performing.
They made you take it off?
They made me take it. Oh, yeah. Well, because it's like semi illegal-ish, I guess. But that was actually Skrillex's phone number. Like, that was legit his number. I had that made, and I didn't tell a soul that I was doing this. Like, management and fucking Dean out there, none of them, my lawyer, would never have let me do it, right?
Yeah.
I just did it and then, literally hot swapped it last fucking second and then went on the red carpet and everyone was just taking pictures. But that was Sonny's. It was just a joke, you know what I mean?
Just been grinning like
oh, yeah. My
behind that
smile
helmet.
and the inside of the helmet was bigger than the one on there, for sure. It was hilarious. I thought it was funny because this poor kid, wins, 1 million Grammys that day in his phone. He can't fucking use it. Everyone's calling him.
Great.
He's probably wondering, what the fuck is going on? And then, of course, he didn't find out till, way later that night that, I basically gave his number out to the world.
His ass on the ground. How did he react? Did you talk to him about it?
Oh, yeah. He was like, you're an asshole. You fucking idiot.
Great.
Like bro shit. Like fucking nutting some dude in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just one of those. That's just banter. It wasn't an attack. It wasn't whatever. It was just some fucking.
It's funny.
It was original.
Partly...
And I've seen some other people start to do it after, and I was like,
really?
so lame. Come on, it's already been done.
Yeah, I agree in that case. Yeah, what were we saying?
It happened to us once when our phones were being put public, and
So what did? How'd they get it?
Well, that wasn't a friendly
that wasn't
thing.
a
That was
friendly
like,
thing.
Oh,
somebody
But-
hacked our T-Mobile account and tweeted our number.
ugh.
But I can only imagine what his phone was like because I couldn't even unlock it or anything because it was just nonstop incoming calls, and I couldn't do anything. It was just like that.
Yeah, that was him.
On the
basically.
biggest night of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
He
Good
got
work.
over it. I'm
Good
sure he's not
work.
going
I'm
to
sure.
be emotionally scarred for the rest of his life.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be fine.
People seem to think I just literally hate everyone, but half these guys I see every other month, out in LA or at some function or another, and it's like the cartoon with the coyote and Ralph, morning Ralph, shake hands and fucking hit the clock, and then get on the big screen and just start fucking eating each other up.
So the beef is more playful.
Yeah, it all is. I mean, I've probably knocked Swedish House Mafia last night, and I mean, it's like. I know Steve Angelo as well as, not like we're bros and I don't call him every fucking day, but we share the same space sometimes, and then we see each other. We don't fucking walk by each other and fucking shoulder bump up. It's just hey man,
All right. Well, so recently some shit went down with this guy, DJ Carnage. Was that a friendly beef?
Oh,
Well,
no, that was next level.
I didn't really understand what happened.
It could have been.
Right.
I would have liked it to have been, but the guy got a
What
little.
happened?
Well, I don't know. This is how stupid it must have been. I don't remember the starting point of this exchange, probably just as benign as me saying that the next guys, like I said, make fun of Swedish House Mafia for half a minute, see him at the next show. Oh, hey man, yeah, you know, good one, got me, got him, bro, you know, whatever, you know, and then have a beer and fucking shrug it off. It was probably something like that, but this guy's like just this drama queen, so he propels it, but not like the who am I thinking of? The actor Man on the Moon kind of propel it, Kaufman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. He's not next level. He's like actually taking this shit seriously, and then it's just like, okay, like I'm gonna just stop fucking with this idiot, you know. And then, I know exactly what it was. So I was approached by Razer to do a piece on music and their products and stuff like that for because like I'm not gonna be sponsored by Neef and be like, hey, everybody, this is me and my Neve console. Only $500,000 for this console, and you too can make your own electronic music. Well, I think the thing with Razer came about, and I was happy to do it, not because of the fidelity quality, because of the accessibility. It's a very cheap product, affordable. If you want to just start to learn kind of how music is, and if it's not for you, you didn't fucking blow $5,000 on a laptop and all this shit. And so it was. I thought, this is an interesting project. Yeah, I'd love to get on board with that. So. And then they said part of our kind of agreement on the side was, for lack of details, was just provide me with a list of other artists who are like involved. And then they're like, oh, this guy, and I was like, oh, great. And then they put Carnage in there, and then I was like, ooh, I'm like, I'm not sure that's a great idea because this guy's got a mouth, and I don't think he's quite technically, with it to be able to explain. And lo and behold, they went and did it anyway and didn't tell me. And then this video comes up of the Razer ad, right? And it was like kind of along with ours. And he said things like, I don't know what this knob does, but it just makes it louder, like way, very more louder. It was memed. It was like, and everyone was just like, first of all, you're pirating this software, and he's been publicly, called out by the software companies that he pirated. Yeah, he's like, he tweets, everyone pirates silent, like, not like anyone's going to make an issue about it. And then literally, Lennar Digital quoted his tweet and said, we would love to make an issue out of this. And then basically that got shut down real quick, right? Yeah. And so because of that tweet exchange, I called, one of the higher ups at Razer, and I said, you need to pull this guy off right now. So they buried it. They deleted the video, took him right off the campaign, said, no, we're not having it. And then I basically said, told you, and then they're like, okay. So obviously that gets back to Carnage. Yeah. And he's like, fuck Deadmau5. I'm like, dude, you did it to yourself. Like you very, way more did that to yourself. Right. So I think that's what really ignited the flame in him, and then it's just like, and then what had happened most recently, like maybe like 3-4 months ago, I don't know, it was cold. It was somewhere in the winter. And he was playing a same festival that I was playing, and then another act in between us, and then I was playing. And then I remember reviewing the billing before we go to this festival, and then I said to the kind of management, and I said, guys, can we just keep this guy away from me? Because I just don't want any exchange at all. I don't even want to say hi. I just don't want anything to do with him. So like, if we can space this out. And they said, okay, we'll space it out. So we're going to put a 40-minute changeover in between him and you. Because they got to wheel a fucking 13-ton cube up there. So there's going to be some time, in between him finishing and me going on. So, and then I think it was just, I'm headlining the show or whatever, and he was like, not headlining. So he's like, being Carnage. So he's doing his thing, and I'm in the dressing room. Nora's near the fucking stage. It's literally a cart ride to it. And when he was done, he sat on the side of the stage and waited the whole time. Like, after he was done.
Just waiting
for me to come on. Because he knows I got to go there, right? I got to go play my fucking
show. They
show.
let him loiter there.
Exactly. So there was like obviously some like words were exchanged with the promoter, like, guys, we told you a million fucking times, and that's why, But anyway, what ended up happening is of course I'm going on stage and I'm thinking maybe he's gone. But knowing him, he's probably just fucking sitting right there. So so me and security are literally beelining to the stage. And that's what I do, Like, I respect other artists, even if I fucking hate them, that your time slot's your time slot. So you go in, you do your fucking thing, and you leave. That's the office. That's not Twitter. That's not your harassment playground. Right. You just fucking do your shit and get out. That's your job. Right. And I take my job fucking seriously, oddly enough. So I'm walking to the stage, and I just caught him in the corner of my eye, and then started to do out of my way, like to get way back in the stage, and he just comes so like getting in my face. He's like, "What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?" And then my security guy, doing his fucking job, did one of these, like, dude, you are getting right in his face, and then all of a sudden, two other security guys come. It turned into a thing, and I avoided it. Like, he got a shove on me, and I'm like, all right, okay,
He shoved
called
you?
it. Yeah. So I just went and sat at the bottom of my cube where I've got a big motherfucking dude. That's his job.
Right.
And you're why this guy needs a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll just sit here, and I sat on the phone, and I'm like, this is going to suck. Because there's another guy with a camera, right? Like, he has a guy. We don't do this, but like some musicians or whatever, DJs have a guy that follows him around with a camera.
Just document
everywhere.
Social media.
Promotional stuff.
So this guy's got this camera running, right?
The Carnage guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm thinking, well, this is not good for him because literally your camera guy is just filming you, coming up to me, fucking pushing me, and screaming at the top of your lungs, "You're gonna fucking kill me!" And I'm like, what is this fucking guy's problem? So I was upset. So, but I mean, I'm not gonna go and fucking challenge a 400-pound fucking Pillsbury fucking DJ boy, like over fucking some bullshit, like I don't care. I'm there to do a job, and I'm not going to let that ruin my time up there that, I have with, my fans that came to see me or his fans that were left over that have to see me, like whatever, So I was like, yeah, fuck. Okay, out of mind, out of sight. And then, my production manager comes is like, like that's like straight up assault, and and I'm like, well, fine, do what you got to do, but just have him removed, like so I don't have to see him when I'm done. You know what I mean? Because I just want to go up there, do my shit, and get the fuck out, and go to the next one.
Right.
And then that's what happened. And then security said, your show ended an hour ago. You need to leave. That's part of the deal,
right.
So go. And he made a big fucking fit about it. And now it's like every opportunity he gets, it's like, I ignore it.
Yeah.
Which is fine, this is the smartest fucking thing I can do. So
you don't have to.
He immediately goes to Twitter, blah, 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 and tells the whole story. I'm like, dude, grow up.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I don't talk about it. I don't care about it. I'm not going to feed him. I obviously am now, but let this be
Just
the end of
curious,
it.
just
you
curious.
just,
Yeah.
that's what it is. So it's just, there are people like that in everyone's lives. Someone's just out to get you, to get under your skin.
It's part of the
like
game,
that.
right? That they
But,
play about, like.
Yeah, just leave it, ignore it, and hopefully it doesn't escalate. Maybe he gets his fucking problem sorted out on his end or whatever, but that's not my problem. I don't have to worry about it.
Does it get to you when you have to perform after an annoying thing happens?
A little bit, but I don't want. This is not like braggadocious, but like I've been performing and doing my thing.
Yeah.
I could literally play like 10 minutes after my friend kills himself, and I did. So like it was weird, like I can perform under any circumstances.
Switch it
Just
on.
turn it on, turn it off, and then throw the blinders up, do your fucking thing, and then off the stage deal with your shit.
That's dark. That was a.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What happened?
I did literally,
No,
I speak my mind, and literally that popped up. I was thinking, whoa, what
That's
was the worst
crazy.
case scenario I had to play? No, my friend Stephen Kretsky, rest in peace, man.
Damn. Well, shit.
And Shredder with the red.
Shredder is great.
Oh, he's out.
I find myself very. Is he out?
Yeah, he is done.
I
like
see.
the little
You're,
bagel.
you're an animal guy. You've got pets.
Yeah, I love animals
This is.
taste
this
great.
is. Yeah, they're both. They're emotional
and tasty.
and they tasty too. So if they stop, emotionally fulfilling you, then you eat them.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. When they stop becoming fun,
They
the
become
baby
tasty.
goats. Oh, look at them! They're like
Yeah.
little springs, and now they're like, you just sit there and eat hay. They're not fun anymore. No, our pets are our pets, and our food is our food. Sometimes both. I eat my chicken's eggs.
That's fair.
Oh.
That's
That's
good.
fair. That's
yeah,
good
no,
trade,
that's fair.
right?
They do it anyway. The eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just shit out eggs.
Yep, literally.
I
I
that's what they do.
have eggs and toast every morning from our 3 chickens.
Is
Wow.
it different? I've know that people have their own chickens. Does it taste different? Is it somehow different, or is it the same shit? The eggs.
Oh no, these are monster eggs.
Really?
Yeah, they're assholes. Like, well, how,
I don't know if it comes out of the asshole, but I'm not a biologist.
they're egg vents or whatever they are.
Yeah.
No, they're like crazy. They're really good. Like maybe 2 eggs will fucking do it for me. Like,
Really?
yeah. No, they're huge and they're big brown ones. I was like, well, I'm not. I don't know how. Maybe we got lucky and we got super
Got the golden
chickens,
egg.
or we like
Super.
we pamper them. They're like Kelly's like babies, you know. Like she called. They grew up in our house,
Right.
Like so, you imagine this house, and you know all the pictures of the inside. We literally had chickens fucking running around in the house and shit. And it was hilarious until they started like shitting everywhere. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, get the hell out.
out to the barn. Let's go.
You run as everything you do, you're very much on your own in terms of running your own social media, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. You have all kinds of exposure to like fans' opinions about you. How do you feel being exposed like to all these chatter and all these people talking, especially in their opinion, where most people as popular as you don't.
Oh, they've got a wall.
Yeah, they've got a wall.
or a rep
They've got a
or
wall.
something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Does it
I like
ever
it.
get to you? Do you ever
It
feel?
does,
Yeah.
but that's the price you paid for being, you know, like fucking super crazy vocal on things or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like I've touched everything from fucking politics to fucking to stock to fucking personal opinions and all that shit. Yeah, it's just that's me being antisocial, being social. You know, putting in there's my social activity for the day. I'm gonna go back to playing PUBG by myself for hours on end. I think I'm an antisocial person. You know, like I don't enjoy being around crowds of people, or even my closest friends know that, you know, I can only see them like for hangs, maybe half an hour a week at some restaurant or something, and then that's it. You know. So I've developed a really good shell in terms of being to be able to deal with stupidity, idiots, you know, and all that kind of backlash that you get when you fucking try to be social. And if my attempts of being social might come off as, you know, fucking snarky or facetious or attacking, you know, but that's just me being me, you know. And I've just been doing it so long that I think that people who have been following me or know of me or whatever just say, oh, that's just
They know.
that's just it, you know.
You
like,
had quit social medias a while ago. You had erased Facebook and Twitter, right? For like a minute.
like a minute. I don't. What, do you know what it was over? I
think
can't
it was
remember.
something about you. You were tired of all the bullshit of annoying people. I think
Maybe, yeah. You know, maybe it was some weird thing.
it was a
I
while
mean,
ago. It was
Yeah,
several years
it was
ago.
probably a swing. You know, everyone has these fucked up swings. You know, like you know, that's just part of being, you know, manic depressive, I guess. Which I guess self-diagnosing myself, I could be a little more that direction. You know, but I don't care. Like, this is Groundhog Day. You know, like have an up and a down and an up and a down, which is kind of
Yes.
I think relieving for a lot of my core fans because they go, oh wow, yeah, shit days too.
Yeah.
You know?
Well. Yeah.
There's a very big misconception about, you know, what wealthy people are like, or, you know, successful people are like inside.
You think
And
people think you're happy all the time?
I think it's evident that I'm not all the time.
Yeah. I mean, well, nobody is, but
Yeah,
I guess there is something.
It's a
in that.
really interesting thing because, like I said, when I was before I was Deadmau5 or anything like that, you know, I would think that, you know, even just coming across, say, Tommy Lee's radar for the first time, before I was fucking anybody, you know, I'm getting an email. Wow, this guy must be like fucking living life and being like crazy happy and all that shit.
Right.
And as I got to know him over the fucking years, I'm like, wow, this guy has some fucking dark days, and this guy's, you know, has his fun too. But like, you know, having an estate and having money it's totally has nothing to do with any of it.
You find a new plateau there, and then it becomes normal. It's not like you're getting rich every day, where it's like that excitement of, like, you plateau, and then you have to live your life.
So you think of it like now, like on my level, I have to think now, like, well, who's happier, me or Jeff Bezos?
Right.
You know, that guy's probably just as maybe miserable as the next guy.
Surely.
too, you know, like
But when
so.
when someone like, but
But also, it comes with so much, like, you know.
It's
new
weighty.
shit.
Yeah.
It's weighty.
It's,
Yeah.
It's not just like, ooh, money, endless money. Let's just go spend it all and have no
Let's
worries.
go.
It's
Let's
like,
go out to
That
eat.
will never happen
Yeah.
to anyone in the world.
I
Yeah.
just
You know?
Jeff Bezos got to be miserable. I'll tell you why.
Well, he's hurting a little bit as of late.
Why? Because Amazon stock's down.
Yeah.
Well, because what did Trump say? He wanted to
What
like.
happened?
He wanted to investigate into
Trump
like
wants to
adding
fuck-
tax law.
I think he's just butthurt because he owns the Washington
no, he's just
Post.
butthurt. I think Trump is just like
Perpetually
a little
butthurt.
just this fucking jealous little dude, you know, like and I get that too, you know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, you're just jealous, but I at least know the difference between angry and jealous. You know what I
Sure,
mean? So like, I'd say envious sometimes of some
pretty-
things, but I don't think I'm the type that gets jealous because I know what jealousy looks like. And it's like the guy who has the presidency who's mad someone's making more money than him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do something to bring you down a peg.
Listen, he's obsessed with he's obsessed with Amazon because Jeff, and this is what I think, owns the Washington Post. Which
He's
is
obsessed with somebody every other fucking week, and
Yeah.
it's just one
But
target.
not
And he,
follow-
it's one of his enemies because the Washington Post is always like doing exposés on Trump. Well, Jeff Bezos is like, that dude wants to control the whole fucking world. And you got to be real
and he
sick
almost
to be
does.
that motivated in a way.
well, that's Peter Thiel. That's
Who's that?
That's some next level weirdness. Peter
yeah.
Thiel?
I don't know who that is.
Oh fuck! Look him up. He's a fucking real piece of work. That guy. I shouldn't even
What's he
say
do?
that. He's gonna. Well, he
He's going to
fucking
slide
puts
you a
out.
photograph.
He's gonna slide me a photograph. That's what he's gonna fucking do. No, he's like bizarro Elon Musk.
Oh.
Oh, Dan said Elon's co-founder of PayPal.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's
okay.
he's bizarro Elon Musk.
So
he
he's
wants to build
underground.
a
He's-
utopian society with it, like,
No.
and he's got these big projects. Just I don't know. Just
Oh,
look
no.
into it. It's really weird. He's half of the. He apparently, I don't know this fact or not, but he started to fund the Hulk Hogan thing going full circle here. He funded that suit to get back at Gawker because
Really?
Gawker said some fucked up shit about him.
I love this. Just billionaires.
Yeah.
petty
You
wars.
know, it's like.
Dude, that's one of my biggest fears in life is being in the target of a billionaire who will sue me forever. We went through a lawsuit. It's the worst thing ever, and it lasts
like
for so long.
The hydrogen atom, or like tried to sue you.
No, it was a copy.
Helium?
No, it wasn't that.
Helium came at you, bro, and you had to change it to
No,
a 3?
somebody sued us for copyright infringement.
For a reaction
So
video.
yeah,
Oh,
Remain.
It was- he won, by the way.
We invented reactions.
No,
Not that. It
no,
wasn't
we
that
reacted
kind.
to his video, and he sued us
Oh,
Yeah.
for copyright
oh,
infringement.
oh.
We won, by the way, but it ended up
Yeah, yeah.
costing like $200,000, and it took like a year
year
of
and a
just like
half,
super
almost.
stress.
You want me to feel sorry for you, but I
But
can't.
what I'm saying,
Because
I know
you-
you're in lawsuits. I know, but like, okay,
Disney wasn't cheap.
I'm not that rich. I'm not that rich, right?
Neither am I.
So if fucking Jeff Bezos is like, hey, I want to ruin this guy's life,
He could.
can just sue me for any dumb shit forever, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
defend myself.
Well, yeah, but which
Yeah,
is,
but why
I
would
don't understand. What is the universe trying to tell everyone to just be nice to everyone?
Well, it's just my fear. That's all.
Because that's how we evolved.
Lawsuits.
Do
is
we
now
would
the
all have
evolution of-
diseases and deformities and fucking weird shit if that's the way the universe worked, but it doesn't. So there will be lawsuits.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
just the
speaking
uni-
of lawsuits, so
Yeah,
you were in a
you.
real classic
It was.
Lawsuit.
It's actually
Disney classic.
People study the shit now.
classic as it gets. How did that one pan out with Disney over the years?
You know what? I fuck. I got to be real careful.
You
in
can't
how
really
I say this, but I
say.
can't say how it, like what the settlement terms were.
Right.
But it was settled.
You guys, it was amicable. Although that's what they say about everything.
Yes. Yeah.
They'd be
Well,
like-
but that's what we're only allowed to. You know, if
Yeah.
I said something, then boom, we'd be back
Yeah.
in the shit right where
It's
we were.
funny. With lawsuits, they're like,
But we're one of 3 people in the history of Buena Vista to ever walk out unscathed.
dude,
that's
Disney lawyers
insane.
are terrifying.
Yeah, they're insane. There are parts of Disney that
On-
actually
on the-
sue other parts of Disney and win.
Nobody wins at that. But I love Disney. They've got this big, happy, smiley face and fireworks in a castle, and underneath it's just lawyers.
lawyers?
Fucking evil.
There are
ass
more lawyers at Disney than animators.
Yeah.
That is a well-known fact.
Wow. I love that. Okay. But I love this phrase. We separated amicably is what they always say. It could mean like, yeah, I had to sacrifice, I had to throw my firstborn into a volcano. It ended amicably.
It was
Yeah,
amicable.
we're good. We're all good. But even more interesting.
Many eggs
for-
were broken.
Yeah. Yeah. giant
omelet.
brown organic eggs.
Yeah, but the omelet is tasty.
Even more interesting to me personally than that one is the lawsuit over Meowingtons.com.
Also amicably concluded.
Amicably. Oh, is it concluded?
Amicably
Amicably.
concluded.
Okay. And very, very amicably. Lots of everyone's feeling great about that one. Yeah, I see. Lots of laughter. Lols. Okay.
Lols were had.
And so that concludes that conversation about lawsuits.
Are you
I mean,
are
if
you still involved?
If you ever want to gauge a company's like intent and resources to do it, just find out what they're worth, and then
Don't step to it.
and then just own it.
Yeah. Right. What were you saying?
Do you have any lawsuits ongoing right now that you're involved in?
Probably.
Probably.
Well, no, I don't think so. No, I like honestly, like I want to avoid them as much as the next guy. I like,
Yeah.
as funny as they are, and some of them are just entertaining in the fact that
If I was richer, I'd maybe find them funny.
I'm sure
Well,
it's still a headache, no matter what.
Well, I mean, okay, no. Just think of it as a part of business. You know what I mean?
Sure,
And it's
yeah.
not a part of every business, but it is a part of many businesses
Yes,
where
yes.
where conflict arises and they're resolved in a
Yeah.
certain way. And you have to be very conscious of how these things work and how to, mitigate things and get through that process so that
Right.
when shit really fucking hits the fan, you're better prepared for that. You know
Yeah.
what you can and cannot fucking do. I mean, it's not like we have to go around fucking employing people for, 30 cents a fucking hour not to know minimum wage laws.
Right.
But like, scale that up to, technical rights and intellectual property rights
right.
and music law and all that stuff. Like, fuck. My lawyer tells me all the fucking time. She's like, dude, you literally write the bar like right now and you would be fine. You don't have to because you're fucking doing all these other things. But, you want to be a music lawyer.
You're good to go.
You're good to go.
And that's good. You have to
And that's
be.
good.
You have to know what you're doing.
You do. Not to say that, the best advice I'd ever give a musician is be a lawyer. That's sad. You know what I mean?
No, but after being in it for as long as you have,
It becomes a machine.
Yeah.
You understand all the working components and things that come to impede that machine and how to fix it. It's just like being an auto mechanic. Auto mechanics aren't great auto mechanics because they just never had to fix a fucking car.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know what breaks them and how to fix them better, and so that they don't get broken again.
Right. Everybody, I hope nobody go through a lawsuit. God damn it.
No, I wouldn't wish it on anyone, and I don't proactively seek them out unless there is, something to be had. Like and there are. I've actually been in more lawsuits that weren't even fucking lawsuits that everyone seems to think there was. One being
really?
the Suicide Boys, some rap band from Atlanta, literally verbatim took a song of mine and rapped on it and then put it out. Like, didn't sell 1 million copies or whatever, and then they put it out. Now, all we did was send a C&D, which is
Right.
common, saying,
Don't use my
while
phone.
we appreciate your effort,
Yeah.
I would prefer you not to monetize my
Yeah.
work and take it off, right? And the internet freaked out. And I'm wondering now, okay, who is more stupid? Someone who takes someone else's work and raps on it and then just doesn't give me credit for it, publishes it, or the people that think that that's normal.
That's fine.
That's fine. Everyone's like, why did you sue them?
Well, yeah.
We didn't sue them.
You
It's
did.
not worth.
And you
Right.
could
The
have
paper-
fucked their whole life up if you wanted to. and
No,
sue them.
no. Well, yeah,
You could
yeah, sure. If I was
You didn't.
so bored, I mean, I'd have to be
Right.
incredibly bored.
Yeah.
But it's just like literally a one-page letter that says,
Please stop.
please stop.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And it's if they ignore that and they go, no, fuck you. And then they sell it on iTunes, then it's like, okay, shit just got real.
Yeah.
And then it gets crazy. But it never gets to that point. Cruella recently put a picture of me up with a bunch of fucking satanic imagery. And they got a hard on for me too. I don't know. But, and then because it's my photograph of, not a photograph of me, but one that I actually own the image rights to.
Right.
We said,
This is
take
my
that
image.
down.
Yeah.
That's my image. You can't just do that. Your bottom feeding lawyer should know basic copyright law. And then they were forced to take it down. And then all of a sudden it's Deadmau5 sues Corella.
He's the bag. Yeah.
Well, I didn't sue them. I just told them to do
Just
something. They
enforce-
didn't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been ugly as fuck afterwards, but they didn't have to. It's just we suggest things and point out obvious bullshit, but we don't go looking for shit. I don't go taking down videos of people uploading my music on the YouTube channel, which is kind of like an AIDS fest right now of everybody just doing that. But hey, that's how the culture is. I accept, like I'm not,
Right.
that's just, I don't know, it's so weird.
So let me wrap it up here. We have a ceremony about how we end these usually.
Does it start with a C and end with an A?
C and end with an A. No.
Can we get another Corona?
Can we get another Corona in here? Ian?
Yeah.
I was like, C and A.
I was like, shit, what am I missing? So, come on, Ian. This has been like
This is
5
taking
seconds.
too long.
Ian, when they bring me
Way
my
too
rider
long.
on stage, when I was talking to you on the Twitch thing, they
Right.
just bring the whole 6-pack, and they,
Oh.
you don't bring them piecemeal.
Come on, bring the
Take a
six-pack, for
note.
Christ's sake. Take
No,
a
no,
note.
this is it. This is my cutoff. This is number 3. After 7, it's like
I was joking. We were going to have a bowl of M&Ms without the brown ones here for you.
that's not a me joke. That's
It's a needy artist joke.
that's actually a very specific artist. Who is that?
I don't remember. It was like, I don't remember who.
It's an old rock band. It's
Yeah. Van Halen or some. I don't know. What do I know? So, you still trying to think of that?
what?
What? Who
The
is the
artist?
band?
I don't know. Who cares? It's some old band.
So we end
they're irrelevant.
Led Zeppelin apparently. Led Zeppelin, is that
Was it?
sound right?
Is
How do you get it? You got Google, right?
I've got people helping me backstage.
Oh.
They're zipping me. Van
I want
Halen.
cues.
I said Van Halen. Wait, I got 2
Manager's
different
like,
answers.
Fuck, why doesn't he have one of those?
Dan said Led Zeppelin. Ian said Van Halen.
One of the two. Led Halen. Let's
Led
go.
Halen. Those guys, man.
I love that.
Oh, it is. You were right.
Thank you. I do know stuff.
Holy shit.
I know shit. Y'all looking at me like I'm dumb? I know shit.
The Boulder Dash camp.
So,
What's the thing?
yeah. So, first of all, if you don't have a story, it's fine. But we like to ask our guests at the end of our shows if they have any ghost stories or paranormal experiences, UFO encounters, or any funky kind of unexplainable thing. And just for reference, I'm not a believer. I don't have any stories, so don't feel bad if you don't. And I thought that we would appropriately name this Ghosts and Stuff story. Got him.
Got him! Well, I don't know. It's not really a ghost story, but it was still pretty creepy.
Spooky?
That
Spooky
works.
stories are
It was
great.
spooky.
Yeah, I like spooky.
But it's kind of dumb, and no one's going to believe me, but it actually happened.
Yeah, that's all the stories are
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
pretty
Okay,
much what
I'll
it
get
goes
through it, and then if I can actually think of something paranormal, because I don't believe in any of that shit.
Yeah, me neither. And that's
That's
fine.
why it was a joke. Because actually, Ghost and Stuff derives from, like, I wanted to make a vacuum cleaner that detected ghosts that played a MIDI file. It was it's just some stupid joke. But anyway, me and my agent Joel Zimmerman, who shares
and
the
Joel,
same
yeah.
name, we were talking about the Deadmau5 thing and all this shit, and then like this is like before Ghosts and Stuff, so it was like when I was just Joel Zimmerman and I was talking to Joel. We were going like over artist kind of marketing stuff, and we were walking down the street like middle of the fucking night, like downtown Toronto, and he was asking me about Deadmau5, and I was trying to tell him the fucking story and all that shit. And I swear to God, right, this actually happened, and right, nobody believes me, but right fucking as soon as we were like in the middle of the conversation, a fucking cat walked by with a mouse in its mouth and dropped it off like right in front of us and just disappeared into
That
like a
is
gutter
No
thing. And we were
way.
like, no, I'm dead. And I know everyone's like, oh, that's just bullshit. But I swear to God, you can ask Joel. He will swear to it happened.
And is it suspicious that the only other dude who can vouch for the story
Is a guy named
Joel
Joel
Zimmerman.
Zimmerman.
Is a
That
guy
is kind of
named Joel.
spooky. But yeah.
That's good. I love that.
That's a
That
good one.
qualifies.
Do you want to get real dark?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the fucked up thing. This is like some weird fate shit. I think it was about 7 years ago. I was on my way out of Ibiza to go to somewhere else in Europe. And me and my tour manager, Paul McRae, were basically the way you go to Ibiza, you don't go from like, well, you could now from Heathrow to there, but you had to hop from Madrid. So we would fly to Madrid, go to Ibiza, party, show, Madrid, Heathrow, then wherever else. So we had a show. I can't remember where it was. Like after the Ibiza one, so we had to really like rush to get our connection in Madrid, and then fly out elsewhere. And we get to the airport. We're like about 15 minutes before the next plane is. Now, if you've ever been to the airport in Madrid, it's like O'Hare. It's like crazy long. And our flight that got in was way at the front, and the flight that we were going to get on was way at the end. And no escalators, no trains. We had to fucking literally run to make that fucking flight. And it was like kind of a big deal of a show that there's just no way we could fucking miss this. So let's fucking just book it. Fuck it, I swear to God, I've never run so fast in my life because, like, literally a lot of money was on the line. So I was like, oh, gotta get that money, gotta get that cheese. And then we get to the fucking thing. They're like doing the closed door thing, and we're like, fuck, serious? They were like, I mean, if you were like a minute, we could let you on, but we've literally pulled the fucking thing off the flight, and it was like Spanair. So they had pulled the gate off the fucking thing, and we're like, oh shit, okay, well, let's start calling around, see if we can find some like private options, all this shit. And so we're just kind of fucking laying around in there waiting for like some kind of option to help. Flight goes up, fucking not even fucking like about 300 feet off the runway, plane crashes, everyone on board dies.
What the fuck?
It was that Spanair flight
What
that went
the
down.
fuck?
We had just fucking missed that flight. And there was about 800 to 1,000 people like all like in the airport. Nobody made a fucking sound. It was the creepiest fucking shit.
What?
And everyone was like,
You could hear it. It was right outside the airport.
well, no, it was like half a mile out,
saw
so
it
you
on
couldn't
the
see it.
news.
No, we saw the smoke and the explosion, all that shit, because it went up. I don't know the details.
God,
I'm sure
I
it's well
cannot.
documented, but it went up and it fucking landed flat and fucking apparently no one fucking survived that. But we had just barely missed that fucking flight. And then the next flight we got on, like to get us out, like it was the freakiest fucking thing. I mean, I'm a numbers dude, so like I thought it was fine. Like
Just eerie.
two planes
Yeah.
going down, I don't know, but like
It's a weird
everyone on
vibe.
that flight going out, everyone was like praying and fucking it was so surreal, man. But we were like
Bro,
about
that
16 minutes away.
How do
from fucking-
you
It's the most insane story.
Hey, that's just the universe, man. Like I'm like never gonna fly again, like that's just, it's just fucking weird that we just barely
just narrowly missed?
Yeah.
Parachute.
Crazy, eh?
That is truly incredible. And not like, you know what I mean? Christ.
In some alternate universe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
But like, how do you like, in a way, just did you feel like some kind of divine intervention?
no, just
Some
like,
kind of
I don't-
fate? Like,
I
how do you
don't-
explain that? It's
I
just
don't do
pure
that.
chance.
I can't.
Yeah.
Just fuck, dude. Look at the universe. How fucking random shit. I don't mean the universe like in the universal sense. I mean like space and shit.
Yeah.
And fucking some quasar going off like fucking 200 light years away is just gonna wipe us out. You know what I mean, or whatever. Like it's just so chaotic and way well past our understanding that I don't want to go ahead and reserve this little narrow-minded spot to a great controller. That just knows what everything's doing, and it's all supposed to be this way. I'm like,
That's a mind fuck, though. Like,
Yeah.
Just like, wow.
yeah.
How was the show?
I'll,
You
I'll,
went- you
I'll end
made
it on a light. I'll end it on a light one.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll end it on a good
Great.
non-done.
See, you were like, oh, I don't have anything. These are the best stories I've ever heard.
me and some other shitty DJ that I hate and makes generic EDM, Dylan Francis. Was
that real or was that a good friendly one?
No, he's a nice guy. I love Dylan. He's fun. As a person.
Right.
I hate his fucking music. Garbage. Hot garbage. But I love him. He's such
How is he as a
funny.
PUBG player?
He should stop fucking DJing and be a goddamn like comedian or TV show host or something. That's what this kid needs to do. But let him do what he wants. Anyway, me and him were in Vegas. And I had set a budget because I was flying out that day to go back to Canada. So in Canada, the law is you have to declare anything over $10,000, right? Okay, we're gonna go play some fucking blackjack, and I'm gonna make exactly $10,000, and I'm gonna buy a coffee, and that'll be under, and I'm gonna take that in. I don't have to declare it because I used to do that a lot. I used to gamble at fucking win. I'd come home with 500 fucking grand, and I'd have to declare it, and they sit there and they count it, and it's like a
They
process.
tax it?
Nope.
Oh, they
No,
just
they
can't want to count it?
Yeah.
Just for the record?
Yep.
Okay.
Because paper trail, right?
Right.
That's all. That's what sorry. just give me a minute here. Sidetrack. A guy who did some big Cisco buyout of his shares or something like that smuggled in $2 million in cash or something into Canada. Didn't declare it. Had it in 2 gym bags. Brought the gym bags off. One of my good friends is like head of fucking immigration or whatever in Toronto, Pearson, and they took the suitcases out and found $2 million in cash there. And they literally fined him huge fucking fines, maybe possible jail time, all that shit. All he had to do was declare it.
Right.
That's it. And they would have just said, all right, sir.
You're fine.
We just want to know, and he got fucked. So he tells me, he goes, doesn't matter how much you bring, just fucking declare
Right.
it. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. So anyway, I was a big gambler and all that shit. And then I was doing the whole big shot thing with Dylan, and we go to blackjack, and 5 minutes I win like 10 grand. I'm like, fucking awesome, right? And no, I won like 11 grand or something stupid, right? And I was like, fuck, I got an extra 1,000, right? And Dylan's like, well, let's go play fucking roulette. I'm like, all right, fine. So I just put $1,000 on number 5. Fuck it, right? And then if it hits it, then holy shit. But if it doesn't, then fucking whatever, it's gone. I don't have to worry about it. I didn't want it anyway. Okay, so they spin the wheel, put the fucking ball in, and then Dylan's looking at my fucking shit. And then he grabs my chips and puts it on the fucking, like, the weirdest, like, the green thing, the one that's, like,
Double
1 in
green,
32, right? I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then the guy at the
ball boy.
the dealer, the ball guy, is like, oh, bro, you can't do that. And then he goes like, that's his chips. If he wants to move it, he'll move it, kind of thing. And then Dylan's like, oh, sorry, because he's kind of a noob. And I was like, yeah, well, whatever, it's cool. Just don't do that. And then he's like, well, put it on fucking green. I'm like, oh, dude, just stop touching my fucking chip. And by the time we stop fucking arguing about it, the fucking thing lands on green. I swear to God, the one payout would have paid me out like about 400 fucking grand on that $1,000 I had fucking down. And it landed on the one where Dylan moved it to.
Oh man.
I was like, I wanted to beat the shit out of him so bad. And he was like, see? I was like,
Damn. That would have been sweet to declare that.
yeah. But now all I have left to declare is that his music's garbage and I hate him.
Oh man. Well, thank you so much, man, for coming in, sitting with us.
Yeah, thanks for the beers.
Thank you.
Of course, dude. Thanks for sharing your stories and everything, and really appreciate it. Looking forward to the new album. It's really exciting. Hope you have a great time there.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I didn't know what to expect. I feel better now that we didn't have to talk about
Yeah, dude.
really gnarly shit.
We should catch a PUBG game sometime.
We should.
That'd be
We
great.
should.
Let's fucking do that.
As soon as they fix it, I'm all
Yeah, as soon as they. We were talking
As soon as
about
the game
that.
works, I'm all for it.
We were just talking about how we wish PUBG was Fortnite servers. Take out the
No, I don't
forts.
think it's a server.
Take out the forts. You've got a great game.
FPP, Fortnite, no building.
Yeah.
1v1 me.
Love it. 1v1 me, Fortnite, no buildings. That's where the real battlegrounds go down. Guys, thank you so much for watching. What's up next week, Dan?
Dan wrote you.
My goddamn thing is closed. For Christ's sake, it's closed.
Oh, we got Bobby Lee next Friday.
Oh, Bobby Lee, right.
Get.
Oh, come on. What's going on here? It's falling apart at the end.
Bobby Lee, the comedian?
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
Cool.
He apparently...
Tell him I said hi.
Are you guys friends? Or?
No, I met him once very briefly, but I catch his show more often than he probably thinks at the Comedy Store.
Oh, cool.
He's a funny guy.
I'll let him know. So my computer is going to blow up right now.
Okay. And there's also a Tuesday episode.
Every time I click this... Oh, my God. All right. Tuesday, we've got DJ Doug Pound, who is one of my favorite comedic editors. He works with Tim and Eric. He's a great and funny guy. Friday, we've got
The
Bobby
funny
Lee. Don't miss that shit, all right? Guys, have a great weekend. God bless you. Appreciate you. Wish you all the best. And thank you once again to Deadmau5, George Zimmerman. And the new album is coming out.
What the fuck is
George.
Zimmerman?
What did I say, George?
You said George Zimmerman because that's a guy in Florida who killed a dude.
Oh,
You idiots! You idiots!
Not George. Definitely not George. Dude, everything was going great.
Everything was fine.
And now you're George Zimmerman.
I'm out.
You killed an unarmed black
ruined.
man. Guys,
we were already finished.
you were supposed to cut it, Dan. You were supposed to have cut it already. Cut it. Just cut it.